railway stations, airports and seaports. I hope you have understood. Very easy and simple points now. So these all points you need to write when a question is asked. In what way roadways have an edge over railways? Okay. So Indian roads are classified. Now we are discussing about classification of roadways, and these roadways are divided into 6 major classifications. Let us look at it. So check here. Roadways are classified on the basis of their capacity. Like we call it as golden quadrilateral or super highways. Then comes national highways. Then comes state highways, district roads, other roads, border roads. Though the side heading itself is explaining in detail, let us discuss in detail what is meant by golden. Some words like golden quadrilateral might be new word, border roads might be new word. Let us discuss in detail about it. Let's look at the first type of railway, golden quadrilateral. Golden quadrilateral in the sense the roadway which is connecting Delhi, okay, the roadway which connects from Delhi to Mumbai, Delhi to Mumbai, then Mumbai to Chennai, then Chennai to Kolkata. Here going out of the line CVD, but actually it goes from the within the country. Then Kolkata to Delhi. If you connect it in this way, you can find it like a quadrilateral shape, no? Yes, sir. This one is referred to as golden quadrilateral, the roadway which is connecting the Delhi metropolitan cities of major cities of India like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata are referred to as golden quadrilateral. The same thing they are given in your textbook also. In your textbook, as you can see here, the golden quadrilateral is connecting from Delhi to Mumbai. In your textbook they have given the marking in golden color here, okay. In your textbook you can see in golden color Delhi to Mumbai to Chennai to Kolkata here. At the same time there is one more highway, there is one more road which is connecting the north-south corridor. So here can you see here Srinagar, as you can see Srinagar to Kanyakumari. The roadway which is connecting from Srinagar to Kanyakumari is referred to as north-south corridor. At the same time east-west corridor also we have one roadway. Suppose if here east Assam, can you find Silchar here? Silchar to Porbandar. Here it is Porbandar, the roadway connecting Silchar to Porbandar. This is referred to as east-west corridor, north-south corridor, and all this golden quadrilateral. So let's have a look at the textbook. So the major cities Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, these project which is connecting these 4 cities is referred to as golden quadrilateral. Then what are super highways? The highway which is connecting the north-south corridor like from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, east-west corridor like Silchar in Assam to Porbandar in Gujarat. So these are referred to as super highways. Why these roadways are constructed? To reduce time and distance between the mega cities of India, and it is implemented by National Highway Authority of India. Have you ever seen moving on the road, like when you are going to your nearby village, hometown? Let's have a look at the longest national highways in India. 10 national longest. And remember one point here, the national highway numbers have been changed recently. Okay, almost altogether there are 200 national highways, whereas 11 highways are been shared here. If you can see, National Highway 44 present. Earlier it was known as National Highway 7, and it has a link from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and it is the longest highway as of now. Then National Highway 27 from Gujarat to Assam, southwest corridor as we have seen. Then National Highway 48, old number is 8 because it was referred to as National Highway 8 from Delhi to Chennai. Then National Highway 52 from Sargur to Karnataka, from Punjab to Karnataka. Then comes National Highway 30, old number is 221, it's from Uttarakhand to Andhra Pradesh. Then National Highway 6 from Meghalaya to Mizoram. Then National Highway 53 from Gujarat to Odisha. National Highway 16 from West Bengal to Chennai. Old number is 5. Okay, as per in your textbook they have given the old national highway numbers. So here that's what I am showing you here, old and the new numbers both. Now present 66, whereas old number was 17. In your textbook map pointing they have given old highway numbers. Can you just understand now? So old highway number 20, present 19, it is Delhi to Kolkata. Then National Highway 34 from Uttarakhand to Madhya Pradesh. And here we have, you can see in the map, the longest highway in India. It is from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, which is, as you can see, number here 44. Present 44, earlier it was 7. And you can see it's crossing through Hyderabad, Kurnool, Bangalore. Can you see here? So this is the longest highway in India. Hope you have understood about national highways in India. Let's have a look at the matter given in textbook. So next, national highways link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary roads, and these are maintained by Central Public Works Department, as we have seen quadrilateral superhighway by NHA, National Highways Authority of India, whereas National Highways is under the control of Central Public Works Department. Whereas National Highway 1 is referred to as Sher Shah Suri Marg also, which connects from Delhi to Amritsar. The one which I have shown just now are the revised versions, like 2020 revised version of National Highway, but your book is not updated yet, so we will follow the textbook only as of now. So National Highway 1 is from Delhi to Amritsar. It is referred to as Sher Shah Suri Marg. And they have given question also. As per the question, if you go with the old one, National Highway 2 is from Kolkata to Delhi. Highway 3 is from Delhi to Mumbai to Pune. That way it comes, older ones, older model. Then let's have a look at the state highways. Roads linking a state capital with different district headquarters, means within the roads which are connecting within the state from one district to another district is referred to as state highways. So here state highways work is maintained by State Public Works Department. Clear? It's maintained by in state and union territories both. Suppose if we have a look at it, this is Telangana state. Within Telangana state, these are all the districts of Telangana states. Okay. So the roadway which is connecting between these districts, like from Hyderabad to Rangareddy, Hyderabad to Mahabubnagar, Nalgonda, Warangal, Karimnagar, it is referred to as state highways. Whereas the highways which are crossing through the states, which are connecting with other states, are referred to as national highway. As you can see here, these are the ones which are referred to as national highway, which have the connection with other states. Whereas district roads are the ones which connect the roads within the districts. Okay, district headquarters with other places of the district. Just now we have seen Mahabubnagar. Within Mahabubnagar district, the way it connects the nearby villages, mandals, it is referred to as district roads, and it is maintained by Jilla Parishad. Okay, these district roads are maintained by Jilla Parishad. Now comes other roads. Now if you look at all this scenario, what is left out now? Villages only. Other roads like rural roads, which link rural areas or villages with towns are come under this other roads category. And here special priority is given to village roads under the scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Means within the villages the road construction is being done under this scheme, and village panchayat is responsible for it. So under this scheme they are providing provisions to link the villages with the major towns in the nearby areas. And here you get the word all season motorable road, in the sense Pakka road, very simple one. All seasonal motorable road, Pakka road is referred to as it. Okay. Now comes very important one, border roads. Now comes very important road, that is border road. So this border road one is taken in charge is border road organization, and here comes the government of India undertaking constructs these roads. So border areas of the country, this border road organization, it's a governmental authority. They will take care of this separate region. Indian border, especially northern and northeast areas. Can you tell me why? Himalayas, very very high topography, altitude is high, and very uneven roads, and that too very risky area because it has border with China, and we have seen many conflicts with China near these borders itself, saying that this area is my territory. So border road organization takes the overall in chargeship here. So because of this, and this one is established in 1960 for the development of these areas, and these roads have improved the accessibility of difficult terrain, because Himalayan areas, we all know, we have studied Himadri region, Himachal, very undulating, very high altitude, not because you can have a look at the picture given here, which clearly shows how difficult it is. So because of this border road organization, because of the construction of roadways, it has helped in the economic development of these areas. You can check here, especially northeastern states. So this is Arunachal Pradesh. It has border with China. So you can see this how very difficult to maintain a road, because of one, it is a border, second one, it is in the hilly region. Have a look at one more picture where they are clearly mentioned BRO, border roads, and their caption also have a look. Mountains are pleasure if you drive with leisure. I found it good captions, wanted to show you. You can have a look at one more border road. Traffic on northeastern border road, Arunachal Pradesh, where it's a very difficult area to move on. Okay. So till now we have discussed the 6 major roads classification. They are Golden Quadrilateral, then comes the National Golden Quadrilateral in charge, NHAI, whereas the National Highways in charge, Central Public Works Department, then State Highways, State Public Works Department, then District Roads, Jilla Parishad, other roads, Panchayat, the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Then comes the another one, border roads, and we have gone through the map also, especially the golden color, yellow color one, Golden Quadrilateral, and then we have discussed about north and north-south corridor and east-west corridor, along with some of the major highways also they have given here. And now comes the classification of roadways based on the type of material used, and it can be classified as metalled roads and unmetalled roads. As the picture clearly shows, metal roads are pakka roads, all weather roads, and when it comes to unmetalled roads or kacha roads, they are seasonal, rainy season, very difficult to move on in this unmetalled roads. So they are saying metal roads are made up of what? Made up of cement, concrete, and even bituminous coal. Here you have got the word here, bituminous coal. Bituminous coal we have studied in the in minerals lesson. Therefore, they are, because of use of cement, concrete, and bituminous coals, these are referred to as all-weather roads. I will show you bituminous coal one. Actually, coal is divided into 4 types, studied in our previous classes also. Minerals lesson also we have about it. So 4 quality type of coal. One is peat, the higher level, which is of low quality coal. Then comes the second layer, lignite, second level quality. Then comes the third one, bituminous. Whereas anthracite one is the very oldest coal, at very less moisture. It has very less moisture and very high quality coal, and very difficult to find also. Whereas bituminous is the second high quality coal with minimum moisture, whereas lignite has little moisture, whereas when it comes to peat, it has a lot of moisture. When you burn that coal, a lot of smoke comes out. So most probably in many of the industrial works, bituminous coal is being used. So students, in this video we have learnt about introduction, in what way trade, transport, communication are interdependent and play a major role in the economic development of the country, and they refer to as the lifelines of economy. And then under transport we have classified different modes of transport. that is roadways, under land transport, roadways, railways and pipeline. And in that one, first we have covered the roadways and discussed about the classification of roads. And we have discussed that roadways are classified into golden quadrilateral connecting 4 megacities and north-south corridor, east-west corridor. Then we have discussed about national highways. Then we have discussed about state highways, district roads, other roads, border roads. And then finally we have discussed on the type of material used. Roads are classified into metalled roads and unmetalled roads. So still, if you have any queries in this topic, you can message me and we will complete during the time of discussion also. Thank you.